In Southwest Virginia, Friday nights are reserved for football, but every once in a while, the football gods smile down on us and give us 2 nights of action. And the winning ways may not be coming to an end anytime soon. The core of the Warriors team are juniors. Preston the Ice Pick Schick is a mixed martial arts fighter who gained national attention for his world-class striking. This season will mark the start of a new era for the UNACA football program, with head coach O'Brien Bennett taking over the reins of a team that went just 1-9 a year ago. It's a rematch of the ACC Championship, number 12 Virginia Tech versus number 2 Clemson. Mac McClung is the new scoring king in the state of Virginia, and thanks to his 47-point outburst in the state championship game tonight, Gate City is taking home the crown. When the Johnson City Cardinals took the field tonight, they weren't wearing their usual red and white uniforms. Instead, the Redbirds were decked out in Tennessee orange in honor of the late Pat Summitt. These two teams haven't played in more than a decade, but trust me, there was no love lost between these two hated rivals. Tomorrow, right here in the Amway Center, ETSU has a chance to do something it hasn't done in 25 years. If each team's performance today is any indication of how well they've behaved this year, well, the Tennessee Titans are definitely on Santa's naughty list. Opposing cornerbacks better get the ball out quickly, or else it'll be a sack. John and Prince Colley, as well as senior running back Manny Gammon, will not be playing tonight, which is a huge loss for the Pioneers. Those are 3 of their better playmakers on offense.
Dude, you got a shirt and a wristband, right? Yeah.
This is the exact moment 12-year-old Peyton Marion's dream came true, meeting his favorite wrestler, John Cena. The video has since gone viral with at least 15 million views on Facebook alone. But this heartwarming encounter almost didn't happen.
There's no way that John Cena and Peyton's going to be in the same building and not get to meet face-to-face.
Peyton suffers from cerebral palsy and uses John Cena as his inspiration during therapy. So when the Marion family heard the WWE tour was stopping in Johnson City, they knew they had to go. But the VIP experience cost $500 a person, and the family just didn't have the money.
We did a GoFundMe, and a lot of friends and family stepped up and helped us out.
Justin and Peyton sat ringside for the main event. John Cena versus AJ Styles.
Peyton went crazy once he heard John Cena was actually there.
Before the match started, Cena singled out Peyton in the crowd and threw him his shirt. There was a meet and greet session before the match, but Cena wasn't there. So after it ended, Justin took Peyton to the parking lot to try and catch the world champion before he left. Cena never emerged, but AJ Styles did.
He instantly locked on Peyton and asked if he wanted an autograph and picture and everything. Of course, we said yes. And AJ Styles had asked Peyton if he got to see everybody that he wanted. Well, I said, well, he got to see everybody but John Cena.
Styles told the family to stay put, and 5 minutes later,
John Cena walks out, and that's the video that we've seen all over the internet. So the fact that he took, 30, 40 minutes out of his time to spend it with my son meant a great deal to me, and of course, it changed his life.
John Cena is getting ready for his tag team match at WrestleMania this Sunday. Justin tells me Peyton will be watching in his new gear. There are only about 350 students at UNACA High School, and football is a numbers game. Last year, UNACA just did not have the numbers to compete.
You have that 11 playing offense, that 11 playing defense, that 11 playing kick return and kickoff.
People really didn't want to play because they thought since we didn't have numbers, we weren't going to win anything.
New head coach O'Brien Bennett, a Kingsport native, says more kids are expressing interest in the program this year, but he does not have enough helmets for all the newcomers.
We don't want to turn kids away because we don't have the resources to put them on the field safely.
That's why Coach Bennett set up a GoFundMe page where you can sponsor the team as they complete community service projects.
We want to give these kids the opportunity that if they can't get an athletic scholarship, that they're going to meet their Tennessee Promise requirements and they're going to have options after they graduate high school.
So far, the team has completed 258 hours of community service, which includes remodeling a trail at Roan Mountain State Park.
At the beginning, it didn't look too well, but towards the end, it looked great. So hopefully that'll be like how our season will go.
The fundraising goal is $10,000, which will help pay for a new batch of helmets and shoulder pads.
We want to get better, like with community, get active, and if we do stuff for them, they'll come out here and support us.
Coach says with more support comes more gear, more players, and hopefully more wins.
Our goal from day one has been to be one day better. We want to compete with ourselves as individuals and let the results take care of themselves.
Simply put, Cade Ballard is a beast.
We don't really realize how good a quarterback Cade is. I mean, he puts every ball exactly where we need it.
But if you ask him, he'll be the first to admit that he wouldn't be putting up these mind-boggling stats without his star-studded cast of receivers.
Makes my job easy. Throw it anywhere near them, they'll catch it.
Most teams have a number 1 receiver, a number 2, and so on down the line. Except Greenville isn't like most teams. Instead, the Green Devils have 3 number 1s in Dorian Goddard, Cameron Height, and Seth Crawford.
We all have to be unselfish with it because we all know we can all make plays, but we all trust each other. I think that's what makes us as good as we are.
For as good as Ballard and his receivers are, they're not the only options on offense for the Green Devils. If you sleep on their running game, you better be ready for the wrath of Ty Youngblood.
That's a cool thing to watch when you're going through the hole and you know the linebacker's not want to make the play.
I like to look at people's eyes when before you hit them, and their eyes just kind of get a little bigger, so I think I like that.
At times, having too many options can be a problem, but it's a problem Coach Kane Ballard says he's happy to have.
We got a lot of guys that can hurt a defense, and it's been tough on the defenses to take everything away.
Getting the facts right in Greenville, Mike Lucas, News 5 on Fox.
In the fall of 2018, I decided I would be going to school at Virginia Tech.
This is the moment football fans in Southwest Virginia as well as Blacksburg, Virginia have been anxiously waiting for. Union star tight end James Mitchell announcing his commitment to Virginia Tech. Mitchell choosing the Hokies over Georgia and Duke. News 5 sports director Casey Getz was in Big Stone Gap for the big announcement, catching up with Mitchell shortly after he made his college choice.
All right, as James Mitchell here on his decision day, he is headed to Virginia Tech to play for Justin Fuente and the Hokies.
This announcement just part of a busy week for Mitchell, who picked up several big awards, including our News 5 Player of the Year award. He's also participating in the All-Star game today in Wise. Now, before that All-Star game, Mitchell and his Union basketball teammates on the road for their season opener, taking on Sullivan East at the FCA Hoops Classic. Early on first quarter, Wes Slagle pulls up, buries the 3. Patriots keeping it close. The steal by Corey Chapman tips it to Ethan Whitley for the lay-in. The Bears, though, in the end, just too tough. Mitchell pulls up in the lane, gets the friendly roll, and Union wins 61-43. Tennessee High taking on Eastside in the other game at Sullivan East. Early in the first, off the miss, Noah Wishon crashing the boards, gets the putback for Tennessee High. Looking good early, but then Eastside taking control. Luke Lawson drives from the wing, lays it in with the right hand, and then it's Lawson picking Brandon Brown's pockets. We call those cookies back where I'm from. Goes the distance for the one-handed flush. Eastside picks up the 67-53 win. Let's head out to Gate City. The Blue Devils playing host to Central out of Wise County. Mac McClung, known for throwing down dunks, this time throwing the oop to Zach Irvin. No shortage of highlights from McClung, though. In the first quarter, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 first quarter triples. He finished with a game-high 37 points. Here's the play of the night. Zach Irvin, don't jump. He jumped, number 14. Why'd you do that? 23 points for number 23. Gate City wins 81-42. In Bristol, Virginia, day 2 of the Coach Ballard Lee Bearcat Invitational host Virginia High taking on Honaker Tigers on the break. Brett Boyd gets behind the defense. He misses, but Grayson Honaker there for the putback. Bearcats trying to keep pace, moving the ball in the lane. John Clifton gets the dump pass. Nice little hook shot, but in the end, too much Honaker. The ball goes into the paint to Harley Hill, and check out this scoop pass. Tigers win 91-74. They'll face John Battle in tonight's finals. That's it for sports, but after the break, we'll show you what a local dispatcher did that's now getting national attention. Stay with us.